Welcome back. In this episode we're going to continue along the straight road and fighting any enemies that would care to appear again. We will change how things work in the future, but this is going to be the only time in which I'm commentating as we run. So yeah, most of the time you can hit these guys fast, but these battles can get very long and very drawn out, and sometimes it's just so difficult. But these enemies, of course, are meant to be absolutely piss easy. Luckily, very shortly we'll be introduced to proper combat, in which there's a lot more to remember. And the whole focus of what you have to do in the combat has also been changed. If you don't have the right weakness, this game is really nasty in terms of that. Like in the last game, you could get around it if you didn't have the right weakness to cast on someone, but if you don't now, it's even worse. Because you deal like, what, a very fraction amount of the damage. Anyway. Destroy this, stops the enemy, walk into it. Yeah, this is a Clugger Lily. Okay, so this is a Clugger Lilies. It's just and you don't have to remember the scope ability. That's gone completely. The IA is also how likely they are to intercept you during when you're fighting. Although we won't meet interceptions till the very end of the game, but they're so annoying because they literally, instead of you doing your attack, they steal your attack while you're doing it. I can't be bothered with this. Just keep slapping the bitch. There we go. And luckily, with boosting and the damage you get at the beginning of this with this machine is ridiculous. Enemies are so weak. But then again, this is the reason why this probably has been created and deployed as quite a special thing, if you think about it, because of how extremely good it is. Okay, so let's keep going. It's slow, very slow. Very, very slow. And very noisy. Does everyone recognize this?
What is it? A pillar of light? And that sound. It's more than that. Music.
It's the Song of Nephilim.
You know what it is?
I can't believe it. Even UTIC has to be aware of the danger of the song. What could possibly make them? No! If this keeps up...
It looks like they think we're the enemy. Any ideas?
Yeah, send an emergency IFF signal to let them know we're on their side. We can't let anything stop us. We have to reach our objective.
They should be receiving our IFF signal.
Wait. Something's wrong.
What is this? What the? What's going on with them?
This is... It can't be. Wait. Kanan, no. Don't listen to it. Close your mind.
Is he with us?
I don't know. But he's broadcasting an IFF.
Attention, unidentified craft. I've received your IFF signal. The other crafts have been tainted, but you seem unaffected. Are you an ally?
Well, it looks like this one's still sane. What do you think?
Getting out of here is our first priority right now. I think we should stick together.
Agreed.
Confirmed. IFF signal accepted. Stand by. I will now eliminate the affected Federation units.
Impressive. I guess that pilot is just as effective on foot as he is in his craft.
Truly amazing. Thanks for the assist. And you're?
I am Captain Jin Uzuki. You don't look like you're with the regular forces. Well, whoever you are, if you're still operational, I advise you to leave. This place affects people. Some stop being people altogether.
They stop being people?
Unfortunately, we can't leave. Not until we've completed our mission.
Your mission?
Forgive us, Captain. I am Chaos, and this is Kanan. I suspect that you're part of the landing operation, aren't you? Do you know where the URTV force is now? If so...
URTVs? Ah, the special units, said to possess an anti-Udu retrovirus.
Our mission is to protect them. Please, if you know where they are, tell us.
Well, this is quite a coincidence. Although it's more than that. Fate, perhaps. In any case, I will take you.
How convenient. Even more convenient. Anyway, we've got a few things we want to set up first. Now we get control of single characters. One thing to do is, well, both characters you'll keep, so don't worry about any changes you make to them, they'll stay there. So first of all, tech has changed now. Tech attacks are just a list of attacks you're given when you press two buttons together, which is pretty disappointing really. It's no longer what it used to be. You also get double attacks, which are attacks with someone which you can put together. When both people have two stock, they can use this. Now that's something which we'll get into in the battle. The whole idea of skills has changed as well. There are now no longer like 8 different points. There's now 2. Class points and skill points. Class points are used to unlock a class group. So for example, you can take a look at whatever you want, but for example, here you go. I used it to get access to this class. Now once accessed, I can buy skills with that point. So let's buy Medica, Refresh L, Poison Guard, and Bind Guard. When you're done, you get given class points for completing the class. It then basically allows you to access level 2 classes and so on, which are more expensive but allow you to do more things. You can effectively learn one class from each level and still have access to every other level by doing so. But I'm not going to do that. One of the things we want to do is have anything which have the little person there. That is something which remains equipped on your character forever, and it's really, really handy, although there's not many in this. A lot of these places down here as well have question marks. They're items or skills which you obtain from doing GS side quests, which we'll get into later on. So we'll just see if there's anything he could do with learning, which I'm pretty sure there is. Great thing is memory. Memory remembers the enemy's breakpoints, which we'll go into there. So make sure you've got that. Analyze is a nice one as well. Allows us to analyze an enemy. It's an ether attack, which is the symbol of a drop of water, and these two, which we can also equip at any time we want. There are other things as well that are through here, but none of them I'm particularly interested in. Some level 2 skills have a nice thing. This particular area allows you to put, basically add elements to non-elemental attacks. We'll get into that later on. Let's go into Jin, because Jin could also have the same thing being done to him. He's already learned those two, so let's finish that off here. And for now, I think, because he's quite focused on attack, we'll teach him strength and vitality. To set those, you then go to status and just set them as if they were equipment. If you may notice, there are no equipment menus. This game has pretty much balls to the wall equipment. Mastered skills are set of the things you want to have. They're the little man, so that's what you want to do. Have there. Yeah. It's confusing and it doesn't make too much sense, but you get used to it really quickly. Anyway, Ether, you can also use that outside of battle. Here we go. So let's go over to here then, shall we? In fact, there may be something behind here that has something. Here we go. One thing that's changed is that no longer they're called elements, they're more called attributes, and attributes are, you know, fire, ice, beam, and there's no water, but spirits has been changed to aura. That's one of the things you need to remember. So let's go and save. So it says we're in Old Milshire, which some of you could have guessed by my hint at the Døllevang or the Vogel, which we saw earlier on. There we go. I'll speed this all up by just removing some previous saves for the next time. Okay, so we're back. In the background you can hear the sounds of sirens, people screaming, but if we head over here, we can find a bunch of stuff. See, there we go, there's Chaos with his new, there's a lot of rubble here. You should
break the chains that bind. Ashes to ashes.
Ashes to ashes. Did anyone watch that? No, I'm joking. So you get a revive S out of destroying all of that. I never knew that was there, interestingly enough. Anyway, there's an enemy over here, so we run into him to initiate the first fight. Now this fight holds your hand a little.
If you intend to fight us.
Now with character fights you can do 2 attacks at once, which is what I was saying earlier, or a single attack. Now there's no anything else like that, you will always do that. It feels the same as before, but a lot has changed. So yeah, square usually indicates a B attack, triangle usually indicates a C, or C or A, depending on which kind of character you are. And circle can indicate what a different kind, because different characters can throw people in the air or hit people onto the ground, which allows you to put more damage onto them. So let's see. You tick Soldier A. He has weak points of both B and B, so hit him with B and B. You then give him another attack, as you see here. He puts him down, and the AC means it's when you chain. It's like a tribute chain, which is what it is, an attribute chain of damn it, why is the name failing me? Of aura. So here we go, we can now do the same with him. We now know their breakpoint, so triangle, triangle. Square, I mean, sorry. And that hits them the most. Now, when you break them, the break disappears once their go's gone, but if you boost during the person who breaks his go, you can continue that break, and therefore deal more damage. Allow me to demonstrate on this guy. No, this guy, sorry, because he'll probably... No, this guy. Let's do it. Square, square. We won't do a circle, but we can't boost. Brilliant. Never mind. It won't work. Ignore what I was about to do. Now, this is one thing that he can do. He can throw people in the air. And they can hover in the air for as long as you're boosting. The most annoying part of it, though, is Chaos can only hit people down. He can't hit people in the air, or airborne enemies, which is really irritating. Ziggy's the same, but everyone else can hit downed or high enemies. So there you go, just an idea to take into your team. It's why I don't particularly think they're too useful anymore. There you go, this is just explaining somewhat what I've already said. they basically, I think it's 1.5 times the damage if they're up or down, it should say. Oh, air is 2, break is 1.5, down is 2. Okay, there we go. Ignore me. They're going to max out the boost strategy to let us give it a try. So we're going to... Now once we've downed him, we're then going to... But the problem is you can't boost, because as soon as you knocked him in the air, you'll see now that you won't see now because it didn't work.
Worthy opponent?
That's Saki, man. And there you go. So you only get given class points from bosses, so be careful not to lock yourself out. You can get, you know, items which boost both your class points and your skill points, all that kind of lovely juice. Yeah, that's really it. I think they're off skewed if they're not remaining with you for a while, although that's not something which you often see. An item we can't get yet, we must come back later on to get. There's a lot of items down there, which is annoying as well, because you'd want to get those. Anyway, we're going to make an introduction to something previously...
Ashes to ashes.
Or in this case, car to rubble. Destroy this here, and we see our first segment address, number 14. Can't get into it yet, of course, since we have nothing that we'll do there. Head on into this character battle. It's very linear, the same as before.
Could you please
but there we go. Now there's a tag. Oh, here we go. Yes. Now this is going to show us stock. Stock increases your chance of defense. Since there's no defense anymore, it increases the chance that you will defend on your go, and also increases the stock in the bar. You can fill up to 3 stock. The stock is how many circle attacks you can continue doing after your first 2 attacks, and also you can use them on things like, I think, double attacks as well. So yeah, you boost them afterwards, and they can then use a double attack. As long as he has enough, as long as both characters have 2 stocks, you can use that attack. So we're going to have to stock until we can use that to show off. That's what they want to do. It's actually talking like it's from Chaos's point of view, like he's breaking the 3rd barrier. Anyway, then being nice to us and giving us that, so we can go straight to double and use Ice Brand. Let's take him on this guy. The zones this guy's weak against are CC. But these are attacks that are really artsy, and I never bothered with them, which is why I found the game so hard. The sound seems to be a little lagged in these scenes for some reason. Anyway, there's evasion and guard, which is something pretty amazing that you do both at the same time. Now one thing you can do is if you boost someone else after your go, which I would be doing but I can't at the moment, so let's just go on and attack this guy. There we go. So now we're here, we want to boost Chaos. Now what you can do is you can go to Ether, and if you press triangle, or one of those, you can get double Medica, which revives both people. So you can kind of, in a way, double both characters' Ether goes to make a better, more powerful Ether, which is really fun. And then you have all your status inflictions, which I'll go into in another point. So let's go and try and get rid of this guy on a point score then, shall we? Which means I better not attack with him, actually. I'll give Chaos a bit of a revive. Here we go, we're on skill point, so we just have to hit the guy in his weak point. But this is a soldier B, and he's weak against CB. So we'll just do that.
It's over.
There we go.
May all your souls rest in peace.
May your voice actor get better emotion. See, there's a lot to explain in this part. I don't know why I chose it for doing, just doing my only bit of live commentary. I made live commentary some of the end bits. Don't bother going up the ladder. It's pointless. There is... Actually, no, there isn't. There's one chest before, so we'll go up and do that. Oh, yeah, you can go up this bit, but it's not going to get you to where you want to go. That's why I was so against doing it in the first place. Here we go. Bang! Skill upgrade D times 3. So you get skill upgrade D, A, B, I think. I think S, actually, is high. It's kind of like the Sonic system, isn't it, where S is super. And not really shit. Speaking of which, I'm playing Sonic Colors recently. He says recently, this will be up in like a month at least. I don't know. So try and kill them all on skill points, that way you can really make mincemeat out of them.
It is wiser to retreat.
You can't move at the moment. Yeah, well, this isn't the case, because they're obviously going to be very easy, aren't they? Stock. How much else they got? Oh, nothing. Kind of disappointing, that. 10 damage wasn't enough. There we go, critical. Oh, brilliant. Stock. CV. I should really hit the next guy. There we go. 93, which means next time my attack comes around, he'll be in pain. Stock. There we go. Doesn't matter what mode you hit them in. Yeah, skill point times 4. Nicely done. It doesn't make a big deal about the whole skill point thing. I used to completely ignore them until Xenosaga 1 taught me all about the skill thing. So yeah, they're kind of easy to miss. Anyway, we're still on our way, and we've got towers here. So we'll just destroy these towers, or these weird bits around the towers. And then after this, oh my gosh, it's going to fall over. We'll end this part off, I'm afraid. Why? Because there isn't much else to do that will fit in. There's another cutscene after this. Surprise, surprise. But so far, the pacing feels a little bit better, which is nicer. Right, okay, there we go. As I said, this is the black. This is kind of feel like the black sheep because of the music and the system. Like there's no accessories, that kind of stuff. You know, I'll show you a lot of the reasons later on. But here's something we'll see in a side quest later on. Toy universe. Let's see if we can get inside. I want those goddamn toys. Oh, well. We'll see you in the next part when we see if we can hack into the system. See you guys then.